A young man has been detained in an interview room because officers have concerns about a large blanket bundle that has shown a few suspicious organic shadings on X-ray.
We're just waiting for some other officers to come and they're just doing a few more checks, and when they come it won't be long and they'll go. They should.
I want to tell my mum if I can go now.
We can't talk to anyone just yet, but in a few minutes when other officers come, you can tell them and they should. Okay?
Customs officer Dave has found a heavily padded jacket within the blanket and he's taking it for a closer look on the X-ray.
Well, as you can see, there's quite clearly a few inconsistencies there. I think they stand out, I think they're pretty obvious. Different to the rest of the jacket, they're organic by the colour, orangey reddy colour. So
officers Mick and Dave need to determine if the images are just part of the jacket's construction or an attempted concealment.
There's definitely something inside there that shouldn't be.
So if it was all the same, you might think it was part of the padding of the jacket, but it's all split up.
I can feel it with my hands.
You have to open up the book.
Officer Dave attempts to locate an object through the soft down of the jacket.
There's actually a package you can feel there.
At Melbourne International Airport, 2 Portuguese men have been referred by Customs to immigration under suspicion that they could be here to work illegally. Immigration officer Suzanne begins the investigation.
Mr. Valente, why have you come to Australia?
With the help of a Portuguese interpreter via the telephone, she interviews the first passenger.
Spend a holiday with friends.
Okay, and how long do you intend to stay in Australia?
Quanto tempo é que quer ficar cá na Austrália?
É 4 semanas. É de 17 de outubro. Vou para baixo.
Okay, 4 weeks.
Your travelling companion that you're with, do you work with him?
Já chegamos a trabalhar.
Yeah, they worked together once before.
Is your friend a plasterer as well?
Sim, sim.
Yes.
Next, Suzanne asks Mr. Valente to count out the money he has brought with him.
Okay, he's counted out 300 euros. Thank you very much, Mr. Valente.
Okay, muito obrigado, senhor.
Mr. Valente, when you're here for these 4 weeks, do you intend to work in Australia while you're here?
No.
No.
So far, Suzanne does not have enough evidence to be sure of Mr. Valente's true intentions.
Okay.
But she is about to find out some information that will change everything. In quarantine, officers are looking at X-ray images of this German passenger's bags.
In this one here, the next one also, this one here.
And
He's got
some
something in there.
inconsistencies suggest that there may be something organic inside.
What do you like?
Is that you, sir?
Yes.
Yes. Did you read the card?
What for card?
Did you read this card?
Yes.
Yeah, you understand it?
I don't know.
You're not sure?
No, my English is very bad.
Okay. Do you know what's inside your bag?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and does it all belong to you?
Huh?
Does it all belong to you?
What is overlong?
Okay, does everything inside, is it yours? Do you own it?
All me.
Excellent. I'm going to have
artist. I will painting all Australia. From south to north, from north to south.
Very good. Okay.
Money, 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 money. Money, money,
Do you know if you've got any food in your bag, sir?
Oh, look!
Oh.
My pencil. Oh,
Okay.
madame.
And this one?
Oh, madame. Money, money, money.
Okay, what
money.
about what's in this one?
My God. This is
Okay.
Puder. You understand puder for baby?
Powder for baby, yes. Baby powder.
And while the passenger seems keen to entertain, the officer might have found what she's looking for. In customs, a passenger arriving from Vietnam has been taken to an interview room, while officers begin a search of his jacket for a possible concealment.
What we'll do now is put some gloves on, take it into one of our tool rooms and have a good look. What I'll get you to do, Steve, is caution the gentleman, if you could.
Officer Mick has taken the first steps to identifying just what might be hidden in the man's jacket.
What we're doing is itemise the swab first, just to see if there's any reaction.
The itomizer test is a tool used by officers to work out what they might be dealing with. If the test is positive, they may call in the Australian Federal Police. So if his jacket has nothing hidden in it, why is he so nervous? Over in quarantine, some undeclared food and seeds have been discovered in this German passenger's bags.
Cannot bring fresh fruit to Australia. No. Big no.
No?
Sir, question 6. Says any food. Includes
food.
dried, fresh food.
What do you
Yeah,
make?
it's
You like?
food.
Fruit. No
can't
import
bring it.
in Australia?
You cannot bring it to Australia.
No bring to Australia?
No.
Oh my God.
With oranges, you can bring different diseases. You cannot bring it to Australia.
Oh my God.
Okay?
Money.
But he won't be singing if he's hit with a quarantine fine for not declaring his food. Immigration officer Suzanne has been investigating 2 Portuguese men travelling together.
Just wait.
After interviewing one of the men, she consults with her fellow officers and discovers some important information.
And when they had a baggage search, they've found these documents on them. They're documents to do with his employment that he did have back in Portugal. So the likelihood is they've come here to either find work or to actually work on the tourist visa, which would be in breach of the condition.
It mainly says that he has been working for that company for 20 years.
Right, okay.
As I think that word is plasterer.
Okay. Hello, interpreter. The question is, why have you brought work documents with you on a 4-week holiday to Australia?
Eu tinha-os na carteira.
Porque estava na carteira, ok.
E eu não pensava que fizesse mal.
Okay. He didn't have the intention. It was put there by accident. He didn't think it was going to do any harm.
Okay, so just once more, Mr. Valente, have you come with the intention of working or finding work while you're here?
No.
Trabalhar.
No.
No.
Quarantine officers have discovered some prohibited fruit and seeds in the bags of this German artist.
I'll be back in 1 minute, okay?
Yes.
All right.
The officer checks with her supervisor to see whether a fine should be imposed.
We've got fresh oranges, but we've also got seeds.
So Rosemarie needs to make absolutely sure that the seeds don't pose a threat.
A lot of seeds can't come into Australia because some of them can be noxious weeds, etc. So what I'm doing is looking on our database called ICON, which is our import conditions on network, to see what our security system says is acceptable to bring to Australia or not. Okay, I'll just try this last. That's mixed anyway, yeah.
Mixed flowers are out.
And then this one,
And it has the
4 conditions, so that one's okay. That one's all right, these 2 are out. He has brought prohibited items, and he has got limited English, so I think I'm going to have a challenge, just explain to him why it's not appropriate in the first place.
Give me a signal
and I'll jump in.
The flower is much important for artists and for the life.
Okay, what I'm going to explain to you, these ones are okay, you can have those seeds, sir.
Yes.
These ones you cannot bring to Australia.
No.
No.
A Vietnamese passenger has been detained by customs after inconsistencies showed up on an X-ray of the man's jacket. Now officers have taken a drug swab to identify what might be hidden inside.
And it's been a negative reaction. What we wanted to do was just to see if there was a reaction. That way it would prevent me from having to actually open it up. As you can see on this one, where they've resewed it, it's a very poor job. Very poor job. In saying that, if there's nothing there, then it's just a bit of bad luck. The gentleman will be reimbursed for his jacket. But If there is something there, then of course we'll keep going on with our post-detection procedure.
The jacket was originally found in the passenger's bag, wrapped in this blanket, which will now also be x-rayed separately.
That looks fine to me. No inconsistencies there. That's just the blanket doubled over, so it looks a bit thicker. That's fine.
Customs Officer Mick needs to carefully deconstruct the jacket without damaging any potential evidence.
Last thing I'll do is actually perforate it and have any narcotics of any kind floating around the room. If we can avoid that, that'd be great.
The passenger is remaining calm in the interview room, while Officer Michael has found evidence which suggests the jacket has been tampered with.
So you can see the stitching on here. That's been hand stitched, it hasn't been professionally stitched. Whereas with a normal jacket, they probably would have stitched that by machine. If it was a proper jacket, they would have had a machine stitch that up.
And you're travelling with Mr. Valente?
In Melbourne Immigration, Officer Suzanne is interviewing a second Portuguese man.
So what money do you have?
Officers are concerned that this passenger might also be in Australia to work illegally.
No money. So does he have access to any credit cards or any bank cards, bank accounts while he's here?
Não.
No.
Não, foi o meu colega que disse que eu não precisava que ele arranjava.
His friend said that he didn't need to bring any money.
So you're going to stay with this friend, are you?
Sim, sim.
Yes.
So Suzanne decides to check out this generous friend both men intend to stay with while here in Australia.
That address there that they've got is connected to rendering. It's a rendering place. That's the name of the business.
And they're plasterers. So it's actually an industrial address. It's not a residential address.
No, it's a business address.
Growing more suspicious, she decides to call him.
Okay, so you told them to pay for their own tickets, but you told them that you would support them. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, he volunteered that he did say that he would support them for a month. So that could explain why they haven't got any funds. But one of them hasn't even got a wallet.
So they didn't know each other through their trade?
Well, they don't claim to know each other through the trade. But these two are plasterers. So these people are all in the building trade. But he's saying that the documents have got in his bag by mistake.
So at this point you have enough grounds to consider cancellation of the
Well, I do
visas.
have enough grounds because...
While Suzanne and her manager discuss the situation, Mr. Rodriguez and Mr. Valente nervously await their decision.
These ones can't come to Australia because quarantine requirements haven't been met, okay?
In quarantine,
So
a
it
German
means that
passenger has been caught with undeclared fruit and seeds.
we cannot determine exactly what species it is, so we can't let into Australia. See, they're mixed.
Yeah, there's no mix.
They are mixed. And you said, no, you haven't got any, and you do. Okay. Do you know that you could be subject to a $220 fine today for not declaring your item?
$220. I have nothing.
Yeah.
I am artist. I have no money. I have idea, much idea, man. No money.
Have you come to Australia before, sir?
First.
First time?
Possible last time.
We're not that bad, are we?
No back.
No, he's a first-time traveller.
You let me go to Australia?
Today, sir, I'm going to issue a written warning for breaching our Australian quarantine requirement. Next time, no second chances. Okay? Very good.
The passenger is given a written warning and a brochure.
German, you speak?
This is German, yes.
Very good.
If he enters Australia again with undeclared fruit or plant material, he will be fined.
Adios.
Auf Wiedersehen. The jacket of a passenger arriving from Vietnam is being deconstructed to search for a possible concealment of drugs, while other officers start a thorough examination of all the man's belongings. In the tool room, Officer Michael has made a breakthrough.
As you can see, inside, grab a swab, mate. Inside, there's a plastic bag and it's got a white, pale white powder inside it. I'd say, looking at that, I'd say it's probably, judging where the guy's come from, maybe heroin of some kind.
Now you want to check my body?
Yeah, just the outside of your body, just a pat down.
Nothing was found during the bag search. So next, the passenger will be frisked to check if he has any other concealments in his clothes or on his body.
You have insufficient funds. You have no plans for genuine tourism.
Back in Melbourne Immigration, Suzanne is giving the Portuguese passengers the reasons why she is considering cancelling their visas.
Is there anything that Mr. Valente can add to the information that he's already given me?
And now the men have been given time to offer their reasons why their visas should not be cancelled.
We've never been here. We wanted to come and take a look here to see if we like it to come and live here.
Ah, so you didn't tell me that earlier, that you were looking to see if you want to come and live here later on. Okay, so he can't add any information as to why he brought in his work documents.
Os documentos de trabalho era para deixar aí colega meu e eu ia-me embora à minha vida.
Para deixar com seu amigo?
Deixava.
The working documents were for to live with a friend of mine.
Para um dia voltar, se voltasse cá, vinha legal.
In case I did decide to come back.
It is a borderline case. I mean, they've still stuck to mainly the same story. It's the fact that I really think that they are here to work, and the friend has possibly said to them, you know, come over, see if there's work here.
They're coming here on visitor visas.
Yeah, it's visitor visa, and that's not the intention of the visitor visa, and that's what it is. This is a breach. The reasons to cancel outweigh the reasons not to cancel.
I'm very comfortable with that decision.
The information gained in interview did not substantiate your claims of a genuine tourist. We do believe that you may be here with the intention of working. So I'm going to give you a notification of my decision to cancel your visa under Section 116 of the Migration Act.
The men were refused immigration clearance and returned to Portugal that same day. Room in Sydney Customs, officers are conducting a frisk search of a very nervous passenger.
Very timid, yeah, he doesn't want to talk much. He doesn't speak English very well. I'm not sure if he's too aware of what we've found yet or not. I'm not too sure. He's been cautioned, so I think we should be aware.
A package has already been located, concealed inside his jacket, and Officer Mick is conducting tests to determine what it contains.
Came up negative?
Negative, officer.
Officers will now need to take more drastic measures to determine the contents of the package. Officer Michael is taking a direct sample to place in a test kit that will give them an indication of whether the powder is heroin.
As you can see from the presumptive test, it's starting to go green. And the indicator for this test being a heroin test is it should go green. So that to me is confirmation, or presumptive confirmation, that these packages are heroin. The gentleman's been cautioned, been explained for him what's occurring and what we've found. He's basically using his right not to speak. And when the federal police come, they'll take it from there. At this point, we'll just hand him straight across to them and they'll continue investigating the importation of the material that we found.
The man was found to have concealed 60 grams of heroin in his jacket. A further 160 grams was later found concealed in his groin. The estimated street value of the drugs is almost $90,000. With more than 4,000 shipping containers entering Australia on any given day, Customs has their job cut out for them when trying to stop contraband crossing our border. The sheer number of containers means that customs officers are kept busy checking for illegal and undeclared goods.
So you can see this is a container that was manifested as shampoo bottles. You can see from the image here it's definitely not shampoo bottles. So I will put that down to be physically examined.
The bill of lading of this container states toiletries. We've had a look at the x-ray and there's anomalies there and we brought it over. We're going to open it up, see what's inside.
And opening the container, the odour immediately confirms their suspicions.
Whoa, that's not toiletries.
Several flights have landed at Sydney's International Airport, and immigration officers are inundated with thousands of passengers. Officers pulled this man aside for an interview because of his travel movements and some suspicious documents he's carrying.
There were a lot of credit cards in there. It just shows that he's fairly financially active here in Australia. There's also a lot of address books and banking details with totals of amounts.
How strange.
This evidence implies the man might be hiding a much bigger secret.
He has a number of work documents with him, a number of documents that you wouldn't bring as a tourist, basically. And so that I believe that he's here for some other reason, not as a tourist.
The other thing he had was an application for a driver's licence there, so he was planning on getting a driver's licence.
So he's not just here for 2 weeks as a tourist, is he?
No.
Officer Paul will now interview the passenger to try and work out why he's here.
Okay, why have you come to Australia?
The first time I come in for holiday.
First time was a holiday?
Yeah.
So you've been here, this is your third trip to Australia? Your third trip?
Yeah. The first time and second time is some holiday. And this time I still looking for the import-export for the company.
Looking for imports and exports?
Yeah, for the company.
Okay, one of the issues I have, immediately I will let you know,
Yep.
is that your visa says no work.
Yeah, no work.
That concerns me greatly. I believe that you're actually here for work purposes. Would that be correct?
Because I can't working, because I cannot working.
But you are not here for a holiday, are you?
At the container examination facility in Sydney, Customs is about to uncover a serious misrepresentation of goods.
Just confirming the anomaly and loose leaf tobacco.
Well, it's definitely not cosmetic, so this will be the start of our investigation to see where this came from and who it's supposed to be delivered to.
Although a legal drug, tobacco importations have to adhere to strict guidelines and pay duty.
Any time that we get an importation of undeclared cigarettes, tobacco products, it will be investigated because there's a lot of money at stake here.
Crime gangs try to import large quantities of cheap tobacco to sell illegally for astronomical profits. Not only denying the government of any duty, the tobacco poses all sorts of quarantine risks if it isn't detected.
A lot of trouble's gone to this. It's already stripped and stemmed. It's ready to go. Put it in a machine, you can make it into cigarettes straight away. That could be worth many millions.
This is a serious smuggling attempt. With such a large quantity, Customs will be eager to find out who is responsible.
It concerns me that you have all these documents with you.
A Thai passenger says he's here for a holiday, but immigration officers have discovered some suspicious documents.
That one, I have to come with me only time.
No, you don't have to bring all these documents with you when you come to Australia if you are a tourist. What are some of these documents?
I just, because I protect for maybe immigration to checking thing for me.
No, I don't believe that it is just in case immigration wanted to talk to you. Why do you have all these photocopies of documents with you? And who are you going to give them to?
Agency in Sydney.
So it's a migration agent, do you mean?
Agency, yeah.
So you've come to Australia to find work, but you need to find get a work permit.
Yeah, but
you need to find a sponsor on shore to do that for you.
Yeah.
Okay, I have trouble with that also because you've been to Australia for the last 6 months almost.
Yep.
and you haven't done any of that already. So I still have trouble believing that that is your purpose for being here.
Back in customs investigations, the operation is going down. A truck has just picked up the container of tobacco and is on the move. With the investigations team heading into the unknown, Colin is making sure that they have all the tools available to them.
We've got handcuffs if we decide to arrest, and then we've also got to make sure that we've got radios, phones, all kinds of communication equipment to ensure that we're able to talk to each other, and it will include bulletproof vests.
With the truck on the move, officers quickly complete their preparations.
When we get there, we may have to get straight out of the car and intercept people that we don't know the identity of as yet. It's preferable to us that we go prepared.
We don't know what situation we're going to be going into, so we'd rather have these on as a precaution.
It appears as though the truck's reached a destination. Right?
Right.
Righto, let's go.
Colin and Jennifer are the warrant holders for this operation. They are the first team who will go into the area and issue the suspects with the bad news.
I could be unloading in 5 minutes.
As we know from previous experience, they could drop it and leave it for hours. Like, what's to say they're going to do anything different this time?
It is a tense time as the truck enters a depot while customs officers are circling the area and waiting for instructions.
The story now is that the container has entered an area that we don't know about. We're going to try and get close so that we can be in a position for our other people who are watching it to let us know exactly what's going on. The operation commander has advised us to get close. It appears as though they may unload in the next 5 or 10 minutes.
And if the container is about to be unloaded, for this investigation team, time is crucial. Customs investigations officers are setting off a multi-million-dollar attempt to smuggle tobacco into Australia. A container has been picked up from Port Botany and taken to a location in suburban Sydney. And customs officers are waiting for instructions.
Are we definitely going in?
Cole, don't go to the premise. Cars have come out and they've locked the place up. It looks like they're locking it down for the night.
Righto.
See ya.
See ya.
So now we've been told to pull back, so now it's very imperative that we don't go anywhere near the place. Our best prospect is to get as far away as possible, but not so far that we can't respond if something does end up happening.
The present situation is that the truck has bedded itself down in an industrial complex. We're not quite sure exactly what's going to happen now, other than the truck is on a rigid, it's a rigid flatbed truck, so the truck can't go without the container going with it. So obviously that means that the truck has to stay with the container until such a time as obviously the container gets moved to another place for unload, or it gets unloaded at where we are now.
Customs investigations officers know that the people they are dealing with are normally suspicious that they are being watched.
Can you see the rego of that car?
No, I can't.
For customs officers, this could be a long night. In quarantine at Sydney Airport, an elderly Chinese couple have arrived, bringing with them a large quantity of medication.
Well, on the x-ray it's come up showing all boxes in it, another box inside the bag. So we've opened it up and it's full of medication. We don't know what it is, so we need to get customs to come and have a look at it and sign it off to say that it's okay for them to have it.
Customs officer Bill arrives to determine whether the couple might be carrying any illegal substances.
What do these ones do?
It is essential that every bit of medication in this box is cleared by customs, especially to determine whether the couple might be smuggling illegal substances or narcotics into the country.
They don't appear to be the sort of people that most people would expect to be bringing stuff in, but that's the perfect cover, isn't it?
A Thai passenger is maintaining that his visits to Australia are for a holiday, which includes looking at factories for his import-export company. But his story just isn't adding up.
I don't believe that he's come here from Thailand to be in Australia for 6 months on a holiday. He's had 2 trips to Australia now of almost a maximum stay that you can have on this visa, and he's back here for a 3rd time. How can you afford to be on a holiday for 6 months? You cannot afford to be on a holiday for 6 months, can you? Where did you stay on your last 2 trips to Australia?
In Griffith.
In Griffith? What did you do in Griffith?
Still looking for the factory.
There's not many factories down there, is there?
I just come around.
Yeah. I'm a bit concerned about what you're doing in Griffith for all that time, because I feel that there's not enough factories for you to see there.
I see the people, some like in the factory, wine, you know, wine.
The wine factory?
Wine factory.
Right. I might caution you at this time again, you have to be very careful.
Yep.
And that there are severe penalties if you are less than honest with me.
Okay.
Okay, so from what you've told me, I find it very hard to believe that you've been on holiday for 6 months.
Yep.
Now, where have you been working in that time?
Some picking food.
So you were not looking for business opportunities, were you?
Officers are about to discover that the passenger's admission that he's been picking fruit is also a lie, and the real reason he's here is far more disturbing. Over in immigration, a passenger has just admitted that he's been working illegally as a fruit picker, and now some more disturbing pieces of evidence have emerged.
A couple of these notebooks have a lot of names and telephone numbers in them and addresses. Who are they? Who are these people? Like, for example...
Some fake friend.
Yeah, like what is this entry refer to?
The one I see some farm oranges.
Yes. This is a much bigger list than just looking at what equipment the farms have. Because you've got accommodation showing here.
Yeah.
You've got all these different names and phone numbers. This is more than just writing it off a sign somewhere. This is mobile phone numbers for people that you have been dealing with. So far we've got addresses and details of places in Victoria, New South Wales. I can see South Australia here for wineries there.
Yeah.
Where have you been in Australia?
Griffiths.
Yeah. Interstate, where have you been? You've been to Victoria?
Yep.
You've been to Northern Territory?
Yeah.
Okay, what did you do up there?
Do some picking food.
Okay, you didn't tell me that one before.
I tell you here.
You didn't tell me that one before though.
Yeah.
Paul's persistence has paid off. The passenger is slowly revealing his involvement in an international operation, organising employment for illegal workers.
You have a transport bus for workers. What is this for? I mean, if it's not just you, is it? It's not. You don't need a transport bus because.
No.
Why are you interested in a bus? You are working in a large group of people, are you not? How many workers were involved?
That one, 6, 7 people.
6 or 7 workers?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you find these people?
The friend talk with friend. Friend talk.
Friend to friend?
Mouth to mouth.
Okay.
Mouth to mouth.
So you meet the people?
Yeah. People ring me. Can you come to take the people for me?
Yes.
And the passenger's black book holds some of the secrets of this illegal scheme. Back in the quarantine hall, Customs Officer Bill has been brought in to determine whether this couple from China are bringing prohibited medicine across the border.
There is a lot, but these people are coming here for a year, so they've probably bought a year's supply of everything. So we need to make sure that everything here is all right before we release it into the public. So I'll need to find an officer that can actually read what's written on the packets.
And help arrives in the form of Officer Simon, who, in addition to speaking Mandarin, has a degree in traditional Chinese medicine.
Those are the only ones we might have a problem with, because the purple one has
bare gallbladder.
Bare gallbladder is traditionally used in Chinese medicine, but is prohibited under CITES, the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species.
I don't think they know that. They may not even know what's in that. Because they said the hospital prescribed that for them. She said a lot of them's for in case she gets sick as well.
Most of the traditional medicines are allowed, and the customs officer has decided it's for personal use for the year they are staying in Australia.
I think that it's an honest mistake.
A long night ends, and customs is still waiting for some movement around the container of tobacco. Finally, the truck is on the move again.
We're getting some advice that they'd like us to move in shortly. We're hoping that the right person turns up. We're in a position where we can apprehend that person and question them as to their involvement in the whole process.
As Colin and Jennifer prepare, the team organise their tactics on entering the area.
A couple of cars can just sit back off the premise, right, and see if he's circling around. If he is circling around, either ring me or Logs straight away so we can get our other friends onto him. Now that's got false plates on it, and we believe that's our boy.
The container is heading straight for the area where the officers are located.
We've been told the container is moving, so and if it's going to where we think it's going, then we're going.
With the AFP notified and on standby, ready to respond.
We've been given the word to move in. Our investigators advised us the container has been delivered, the door had opened and it's being unpacked.
We have a search warrant for the container. We've got a search warrant.
Customs officers in Sydney are executing a raid on a massive illegal tobacco importation.
Okay, what you got? I got a warrant.
Hands against the wall, mate.
Move. You stay there. You move down about 10 feet. You move up about 10 feet. All right, got any weapons?
Lift up, lift.
Hey? No weapons? Got any ID on you? Not really. You got a vehicle here? You got a driver's licence? I got a warrant to search the container. All right. I've also got a warrant to seize the contents of the container.
Customs seized approximately 7 tonnes of tobacco. The duty payable on this quantity of tobacco is around $1.8 million. Immigration has just hit pay dirt after hours of interviewing a passenger for what was first thought to be a case of one person working illegally. Now officers have uncovered a much bigger operation.
Your friend, what is his role in organising people from overseas to work? Does he arrange for people to come here?
Yeah, but not many people, some 6, 7 people, 10 people, something.
And now the passenger is revealing the extent of this illegal scheme.
Then? Does he ring the farms and organise employment?
Yeah, every night for them.
Okay, so he'll ring a farm and say, I have 6 or 7 people who can come?
Yeah. And he give me some money.
Right.
Yeah, he give me some money.
He gives you some money?
Yep.
How much money?
600-700.
Okay, up to $700?
Yeah.
For doing what?
To do organize people for him.
To organise people for him.
But I just take them there, but I not work here.
He said that he's involved in taking workers to regional areas to work on farms. He's advertising in some form or another in restaurants, in other places, with a phone number. They ring him, he contacts them, they meet up, and they arrange to go up to an area where they can work. He seems to be getting some sort of payment from that. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but further inquiries will reveal more. I have considered what we have discussed this morning.
Yeah.
I've spoken with my manager and the airport manager, and The decision we have come to is that we will be cancelling your visa this morning. As you are no longer the holder of a visa, you have been refused immigration clearance and will be removed from Australia as an unlawful non-citizen.
Because of the passenger's admission, he will now be removed immediately, and it will be 3 years before he can be considered for a visa again.